Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Children of all ages.
welcome to Mr. McMurdo's Math Emporium. Today we're going to work on some division. Basically, I'm going to go over it. We're going to talk a little bit. Pay attention. Those of you out here in the audience that struggle with division, watch this at home. Stop me, or stop the video when you're working this at home. Pause, try the problems on your own, and then we'll move on. The first problem we're going to do, we have 236 divided by 4. 236 divided by 4. That is our equation. That is our equation. An equation is written vertically or horizontally. Is that better, class?
No.
Yes, I can see it better. All right, so an equation is written horizontally. That's why it's written like this. This would be my dividend. This would be my divisor. So I would have 4 as my divisor into 236. Again, I say the inside first, my dividend first. 236 divided by 4. Now, for those of you that struggle with your division, I would just write out, take my divisor, which is 4. 4 times 0 equals 0. 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 times 7 equals 28. 4 times 8 equals 32. And 4 times 9 equals 36. Now, the reason I do this is just to show, this is all the work I have to do. I've done all the multiplication I have to do. Now all I have to do is subtract. Easy peasy, raw chicken popsicles.
That's every time.
Andrew in here?
Andrew?
He's at his boss. Yeah, he's
Where's Desk?
Back there. All right, so we're going to take 236 divided by 4. Step 1. Does 4 go into 2?
No.
No. I'm not going to have a number above the 2. Does 4 go into 23?
Yes.
Yes. And I look over here. All I do is I look at my products, which is the answer to multiplication, and I go and I get as close to 23 as I can without going over. 24 is too big, so it can't be 6. 20 works right there because that's as close as I can get to 23 without going over. So that makes it 4 times 5. The 5 must go directly above the 3 because I'm taking it into 23.
Putting this fundraiser stuff out here in the hall,
Okay?
because we didn't go, I don't know the answers, so I'm just hanging three up out here. So if they have questions, they can read it.
You're the best. All right, so now I've already done my math. Yes, Savannah.
Can I shake it to Mr.
Yeah, there's stapled right there. 5 times 4 is 20. I've already done that math. I subtract, I get 3. Bring down the 6. Now, above the 6, because I'm going to have a number here and a number here. So I'm taking this into 36. So above the 6, I am looking for as close as I can get to 36 without going over. If I look at 4 times 9, I can get exactly that without going over. So 9 goes there. 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract, I get a 0. But wait, Delaney wants to know how I'm sure this is correct. Well, Delaney, I'm going to take my quotient, which is 59. That's my quotient. So later on in life, when somebody says, hey, what's the quotient? It's the answer to a division problem. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. I'm going to take my quotient, and I'm going to multiply it by my divisor. So then I have 59 times 4. Really, I've done all my hard work over here already. And for those of you that have a multiplication chart and are not too lazy to get it out, all you'd have to do is open up your multiplication chart. I'm just saying.
But you usually don't allow us to do that.
I always allow you to do it.
What?
9 times 4, I've already done it over here. 9 times 4 is 36. My 6 goes in my ones place. That means I have 36 ones, or 3 10s and 6 ones. because 3 tens equals 30. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. My product equals my dividend. Therefore, i.e., for example, I've gotten this problem done correctly. Boom, shakalaka. Let's do another one. And we're going to start with these one-digit divisors, because y'all whine and tell me how difficult dividing is. It's not difficult. It takes some steps. It takes some steps. Just don't be chicken. Don't be raw chicken. Popsicles. All right, let's look at the next one. 165 divided by 5 equals. This is an equation. Equation's written horizontally. 165 divided by 5. I write it to work it out as a problem. My dividend of 165, my divisor of 5. Now let me ask me a question. Let me ask me a question. Is 5 going to go into 165 without a remainder?
Yes.
Yes. How do you know? Is it going to go into 165 without a remainder?
Yes.
How do we know?
Because it's like a 5 at the end.
Good, because it has a 5 at the end. If you count by 5s, you can count all the way to 165. If it ends in a 5 or a 0, it's going to go in evenly.
Yeah.
For 5. There are other rules I'll be teaching you throughout your life.
Yeah.
When we're finding factors and divisibility rules and those kinds of fun things.
Possibility.
So, again, if I'm too lazy to get out my multiplication chart, I can always do my 5 times 0 equals 0, 5 times 1 equals 5, 5 times 2 equals 10, God bless you, 5 times 3 equals 15, 5 times 4 equals 20, 5 times 5 equals 25, 5 times 6 equals 30, 5 times 7 equals 35, 5 times 8 equals 40, and 5 times 9 equals 45. Why do I get to stop at 9?
Because it's not the one digit.
Because I'm only putting one digit up here at a time. Very good. I'm not putting up 2 and 3 digits up here at a time. I'm putting up one digit in my quotient at a time. Always. Even if my divisor has 17 numbers in it. One digit in my quotient at a time. Just one. Scarlett, you with me? Just one digit at a time. Benjamin, does 5 go into 1?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Good job, Benjamin. I am not going to have a number above the 1. No, 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 no. Does 5 go into 16?
Yes.
How many times, Benjamin?
3 times.
3 times. I'm going to have a number above the 6 and a number above the 5. And as Benjamin pointed out, if I go over here and I want to find the number closest to 16 as I can get without going over, I see 5 times 3 is 15. So my 3 goes over here. I've already done the math. 5 times 3 is 15. So if I put 15 here, subtract, I get 1. I bring down, and I get 5. Now, since Benjamin's already pointed out, 3 times 5 is 15. This is obviously going to be a 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So I have 33 with nothing left over. 33 with nothing left over. Now, Preston wants to know, how do you know your answer is correct? Thank you for asking that, Preston. I appreciate your caring and concern. Good job. You multiply. Thank you, Preston. I take my quotient, which is my answer to division problem, and I multiply that by my divisor, which is the number on the outside of the house, or the number that I'm dividing it into that many groups, or that number is in each group. So there's 5 in each group. So if I drew little circles and I put 5 in it, and then another circle and put 5 more in it, I would end up having to do 33 groups. For those of you that need to see models and visuality, which I'm not sure visuality is a word, but I'm using it today. All right. So 35 times 5. 5 times, we always start with the ones place times the ones place. 5 times 5 is?
What? 25 times 5 is
25. If I didn't want to do that, I could come over here and look and see, oh, 5 times 5 is 25. It's right here. 5 in the ones place, 2 in the tens place, because I have 25 ones. If I had 25 ones, that's the same as saying I have 2 tens and 5 ones. Boom. Shakalaka. 5 times 3 is? 15 plus 2 is?
Something.
Wait, 15.
What?
17. Oh my goodness. This doesn't match this. Why?
Because you forgot. Wait, nope. There's no remainder.
Because you need to add the remainder.
No, there is no remainder. I did something wrong. Now, I didn't do it intentionally, but I did do something wrong, Nathaniel.
The 5 is supposed. The 35 is not the answer. It's 33.
It's 33. Thank you. No, I didn't do that intentionally, but that's a good thing to bring up. If they don't match, either you've divided incorrectly or you've done something wrong with your multiplication. So let's try it one more time. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 3 is
15.
plus 1.
16.
16. So that would be 165. Boom, shakalaka. All right, let's try another one.
Yay. It's so quiet in our classroom.
Because
No,
there's barely
no.
anyone.
Get all the bad kids out of here.
The back of the out.
518 divided by 7 is our equation. It's called an equation because it has an equal sign. Equation, equal sign. If it didn't have an equation, it would just be an expression. Expressions don't have equal signs. All right, so let's list all our multiples of 7. I'm a little sore in my lip, my bit, it hurts. Multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28. These are multiples. I know some of you have been asking what multiples are. These are multiples. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and 63. These are multiples of 7. This is, if I was counting by sevens, these are multiples of 7. That's how I do it. Katie, those are multiples. Ooh, we could talk about prime numbers in a minute.
Yeah, prime numbers are like kind of like odd numbers.
No.
Well, they don't have two
Prime numbers?
I will show you. That's what my next video will be over prime numbers. Don't forget to remind me. All right. So now I'm going to write this equation. It's called an equation because it has an equal sign. I'm going to rewrite it so I know the way I work it out. Yes, ma'am. I don't care. So you have to ask more questions just because I have the video going. Of anybody I know, go. 7 doesn't go into 5. No. But 7 does go into 51. If I look over here, I can get to 49 is as close as I can get to 51. So I'm going to have a number in the tens place, a number in the ones place. And 49 is 7 times 7. Subtract, I get 49, 50, 51, 2, bring down the 8. 7 goes into 28, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtract 0. Boom shakalaka. Easy peasy. Raw chicken popsicles. Love y'all. Peace out. Have a blessed day.